What's going on, everybody? It's your boy DJ, back around for another episode of JabStraight-MMA. I'm here with my dog, my co-host. Go ahead and talk to him.
What's good, everybody? Y'all already know Rudy V.
Man.
What the fuck was that last weekend, bro?
So, let's just start off, open up 278, man. 278. Kamaru Usman, Leon Edwards. Matter of fact, no, let me do it right. Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare, Usman versus Leon Rocky Edwards. And all I gotta say is, man, Leon dug deep. He dug deep for that. He got it, but he had to dig deep within himself to get that. Cause nigga, that wasn't a close fight. That was like on the cards. If that had went to decision, we know who was gonna win that. And he fought it. He fought for it.
Before we get into our in-depth analysis on that fight, I just want to say you can be both technically sound and lucky, because that's what that was. But we're gonna get to that more in depth. I ain't hating on Leon. But first on the main card, now I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of a snooze fest type of card.
Was it? Yeah, like most of the card was. I don't know. It was okay.
Yeah, it was okay. You know what I'm saying? Merab, you could tell him and Aljo in the same little pussy ass camp. 16 takedown attempts, none of them landed. Of course, a fucking snooze fest. He talking about, well, it's Jose's job to. I mean, if you always fucking sucking his shit, like,
Jose
how the fuck he gonna do anything?
Jose got some of the best takedown defense in UFC.
Exactly, and like, I think we need to start having some judging criteria change. If somebody can stuff more than 10 of your takedown attempts, they should get some type of consideration, bro, in that round.
I'll give you that. That defense is
16 attempts, none of them landed.
That's insane.
And I know y'all remember in the Aljo and Piotr Jan fight, what was it? 2 for 21?
22.
2 for 22.
22 takedown attempts.
2 for 22. And those 2 takedowns was off scrambles. Like, they were still takedowns. They were off scrambles. So my whole point is this, like, at what point was the referee just gonna be like, all right, y'all not doing shit in this fest? Like, the shit was fucking, it was a snooze fest. I'm hearing rumblings that Jose might retire. I don't know. I don't think he should. I was clowning Merab, but I mean, he didn't have enough offense to begin with anyway. It was just kind of like an off life for him regardless. But I guess, shit, what's next? Like, if he retires, Merab, after TJ, I'm pretty sure Piotr Jan's probably, you know what I'm saying, he favored to beat Sean O'Malley, so he's probably going to be in a trilogy after this TJ fight if Aljo even wins. But Merab needs a title fight, I guess. I mean, he's number 3 now. He took Jose Aldo's 3. What are you going to do? I'm not paying for it. You know what I'm saying? They got to stack that card and make them a co-main because
you got to stack that card.
I'm not paying for that shit. Imagine if it was Aljo versus Merab and they were just 0 for 16 on each other, taking each other down.
It's going to be a wrestling match in that bitch.
It's going to suck. Now, I will say Merab is, Aljo has this athleticism about him. That's how he creates and capitalizes on scrambles and shit, and I respect it. But Merab is, like, explosive. So I'm thinking he was really going to try to, like, jump in there and try to strike with Aldo. Like, he never even gave the striking a chance for real. Like, that's the shit that kind of pissed me off. Because in the past, he had a fucking war against Marlon Moraes.
That shit was
crazy, bro.
That shit was cold.
Granted, he really hurt Marlon on the ground, and he couldn't take Jose down. But come on, bro. Like,
not many people can.
As a fan, I know it's your career, bro, whatever. But as a fan, that shit was ass. Anyway, moving on to an even more ass fight. But it was exciting ass. We have
Paulo Costa and Luke Rockhold.
Shit, talk to him.
All I'm gonna say about this, bro, is that first off, I'm a Paulo Costa fan. I think his last fight before this was when he lost to Izzy, right?
Nah, he lost to Vittori.
He did lose to Marvin. Either way, Paulo
is fucking him up with somebody's shots.
Paulo, I don't know. The nigga didn't last well. Like Luke was in there. Luke Rockhold was looking kind of gassed at a certain point, but Luke Rockhold is an older nigga. Like he's an older man, and he's clearly. I mean, he retired. He's at the end of it. This was it for him. This was the last hurrah. This was done. But Paulo, you still got some years, bro. I mean, at a certain point, it looked like both of y'all was just trying to just wail on each other, throw crazy shit. That's how Luke Rockhold stunned his ass a couple times, actually. Now that we think, now that I mentioned, he got him, and even still, he was taking Paulo down a few times. It was just like it shouldn't have been as hard as it was for him. Like I don't know. After coming off 2 losses and you struggling to get this win, I don't know.
The issue with Paulo Costa, in my opinion, is that he has the fighting style of a heavyweight. That's like the real issue I have with him. Like when he was on his rise, like he was just a brute. Like you can't stand in front of him or you're gonna get your ass beat.
Yeah, he's just gonna knock the fuck out of you.
Physically, like, but actual athletes, actual elite in the division, making him miss and shit like that, or you know what I'm saying, pressuring him. As technical as he is at throwing certain strikes, i.e. the body shot, hooks and shit like that, he's just not good, bro. He's not good. He's not. I don't see him setting stuff up. I don't see a lot of feints. I just see a nigga that's trying to fly forward and hit you because he's powerful. You know what I'm saying? And even then, Luke Rockhold old ass was eating them shits.
Yeah, he was taking that shit. He was taking all that damage.
And at the very least, if you're not gonna be an elite striker, like your power makes you above average, but you're not elite in my opinion. So at the very least, you should have a killer cardio. Why the fuck are you gassed after the first round? Y'all didn't wrestle. They didn't do nothing.
Nah, fam.
They was just swinging at it like it was a terrible sloppy fight. Like it wasn't some shit. It was some shit like young people do. Like you know what I'm saying?
Who just learning how to fight type shit.
It was a terrible fight, bro. It was a terrible fight. It's one thing aiming for fight of the night, like trying to keep it entertaining and shit like that.
Which he did get though.
I mean, as he should. It was still entertaining because it was just like, oh, there's hella wild shit going on. For like casual people, it was just like, man, this is a fight. You know what I'm saying?
It was a brawl.
But for motherfuckers who actually tune into the sport and understand the different styles and shit like that, you know damn well Paulo will never be the champion of the middleweight division unless he fucking gets a flash KO on somebody, bro. Like, I mean, come on. He called out the winner of the Vettori and Whitaker fight, and I'm gonna get my analysis on that soon.
Yeah, we gonna come up with some predictions for that.
Man, if he fight them how he's been fighting his last couple fights, bro, he's not winning, bro.
Both of them niggas is way too technical for you.
They technical as hell. Like, anyway, you got anything else to say about this one?
Nah, I mean, I'm a Paulo Costa fan. I just think that Paulo's fighting style is definitely more brutish. Like, the nigga is just like, I'm gonna get in there and knock your ass. And you know what it is? It's what Francis and Gane shit used to be.
You see that? Yeah. Before Francis like fully developed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
because now Francis can wrestle. He can get on that ground. He had some solid takedown defense. He had some clinches. He was getting busy with. Once Francis kind of showed that he was a different fighter from what he was from the first time him and Stipe fought, Stipe kind of knew in his head he was kind of fucked. I mean, but that's another conversation for another day. Anyway, main event, the most shocking of all fights, Leon Rocky Edwards versus Kamaru the Nigerian Nightmare Usman. So,
all right, I'm telling y'all, I'm right now. I'm going on what we call a Rudy rant, bro. I'm just ranting right now. It may be all over the place, it may not be, but this is my thoughts on this shit holistically. The first round, when he took him down unexpectedly and he took his back, that may have saved him the round. Like, I still feel like at least the judge should have scored that round for Kamaru, in my opinion, because he was doing to him what he did fucking their last fight years ago, and what he did to him over the next 4 rounds. Take him down, jab him a couple times, pressure him, take him down. Like, Leon never got a rhythm or nothing, bro. Like, I don't even know if this is, because they said Leon was in Utah for like 2 weeks already. So he
to get acclimated
to the altitude, all that shit. And he didn't look gassed. You know what I'm saying? He didn't look gassed even after
mentally defeated.
Yeah, I think that shit was all mental. It was crazy how like, and I don't think it's because he was intimidated by Kamaru. I think he did it. He was mentally out of it because Kamaru never allowed him to get comfortable. Like if you look at Leon's win streak, he's going against niggas. He's the pressure guy, and even if he's not, he's like the striking savant that he is. That he's fucking slick as hell.
Slicked them up.
Nice takedown defense. You know what I'm saying? But he's going against an apex athlete and a dominant wrestler who just developed a killer jab.
Lucky in his prime.
High key in his prime. Pound for pound #1 nigga. And so the fight happened exactly how I expected to go, leading up to the head kick, like pure dominance. And I'm like, I'm in this motherfucker. I'm like, man, I'm finna turn this shit off.
I did. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm looking down. Right, he texts me like, I just turned that shit off. As soon as I read the text,
motherfucker got kicked in the head.
And
I was pissed.
The kick was so crazy. I'm thinking it was somebody else's highlight or something like that. I saw the bald head. I'm like, hold on. Who the fuck? What? Yeah, I see Leon raising his hand. I'm like,
that shit's crazy.
What?
Leon Edwards just shocked the whole world.
Man, the setup was great.
It definitely was. Off the
it was one feint. It was it was a 2 feint and then a jab. But the jab was more like to keep his balance for the kick. It was like the arm stretch. But that hand going to Kamaru's face had him do what he does effectively.
It's kind of similar to what Marlon Vera did to Dominic. In the sense that like he kind of read that feint a little, the slip a little bit.
Damn, two main events in a row, a head kick to that side has ended the fight. That's crazy.
That shit was insane, bro. So definitely looking forward to a trilogy in this one.
I'm not.
I am.
I'm not. And I'm not for the simple fact that are we gonna ignore what happened to Leon Edwards for 4 rounds and 4 minutes? Are we just gonna sit here and act like it didn't happen? Now I understand what y'all gonna say. Motherfucking knockouts change you and all that shit. Maybe so. Who knows? I don't know what's going through folks' head. But y'all need to stack that card because I really feel like it's gonna be exactly how it was this time. Like, what can Leon do differently? Because if Kamaru does the exact same thing he does now, man, let's be honest. As well as he set that up, man, that was a fucking shot in the dark Hail Mary, bro.
Truly a Hail Mary.
That was some, man, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? And I respect it. He won. I'm not taking nothing from him, but what the fuck can he possibly do differently to beat that? I don't see it, bro. I don't see it. That's why I wouldn't pay for it. I'll be tuning in on other channels. Unless it's stacked, then I'll slide Uncle Dana some money if the card's stacked.
Yeah, always.
But I think it's gonna be a snooze fest, bro. Like, think about it. The most dominant wrestler in that division, probably in that division's history, gets flash knocked out because he was playing on his feet too long against a southpaw. Speaking of southpaws, if you're not technically efficient and sufficient on the feet with your striking, bro, stop trying to box southpaws. They don't. You don't spar a lot of those guys because there's not a lot of left-handed people out here, bro. Like, you're in the minority. You know what I'm saying? Like, so stop doing that. But to my point, Kamaru is gonna fucking wrestle him. He may work on his jiu-jitsu, all that shit next camp, because he's gonna try to finish him on the ground. You think he's gonna play with that man on the feet anymore? Nah.
Well,
jab, crash in. Jab, crash in.
Your ass
jab, crash in. Double leg, single leg. Like, that's what he gonna be doing, bro. Like, I can see it all coming, because that's what I would do anyway. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say I'm not that excited about it. But Leon should take the next 5-6 months and just enjoy that belt. You know what I'm saying?
I guess the reason I want to see it is because I want to see how Leon is going to react to this. I mean, I want to see how he's going, because I don't want to see, first off, Kamaru, also because Kamaru was winning that fight, and I feel like he deserves a shot to win his belt back.
I mean, yeah, that's not even a debate, but this shit reminds me of like when other champions have lost randomly. Like George, like I understand they were knocked out, but George lost to Mancera. Juliana Pena recently against Amanda Nunes. There are a couple, you know what I'm saying, times when like the champ just loses the belt on some random shit to a random ass nigga, and I think this is one of those times. The reason this shit is so crazy to us, like us experiencing him getting knocked out, is because it's not some shit nobody expected
at all.
Here's the thing about fighters, bro. To be a fighter, bro, to fight for a living, and especially like a nigga like Leon, who's won, what is it, like 11, 12 straight fights now?
I think it was 11.
Something like that.
On the fight win streak.
Right, you got a guy like that. Do you really think his camp is gonna be totally different? I don't. Niggas be stuck in their ways. Just like Russell Westbrook ain't gonna never change. Most fighters ain't gonna never change because they experience success, bro. Only fighter that really changed and surprised me was Francis. And come to find out, he really did it because, obviously he wanted to become a 5'2" player, but most importantly, his fucking knee was fucked.
Mm-hmm.
He can't be as explosive on that mother. He can't plow forward how he usually do and try to get that man up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Same
concept like D Rose. The knees was fucked, so that limited the same.
Exactly. Now he was very patient against Stipe, so I'm not trying to throw him under the bus or nothing like that.
He went crazy.
But my point is, that's the only guy that's really surprised me in terms of switching up his identity, his fighting identity. Now, who would have thought Francis was a confident, patient champion, a wrestling champion? Like, who would have thought that Francis would do some shit like that, bro? Nobody ever thought that until he took Stipe back, and we was just like, what the fuck?
Facts.
Like, that's what Leon would have to do, and some shit I don't think he will do, cause he's fucking, his striking should be 99. I ain't gonna lie, because in the welterweight division, his shit is crispy as hell, bro.
Super fun.
Like, you got that much success. Think about Conor. Do you think he's ever gonna shoot? Well, he shot against Dustin, but that's because he was hurt. I'm talking about that's his game plan.
Sure, he said the first one to shoot is a dusty bitch,
and he became a dusty bitch. But y'all get my point. If he's not gonna change, and Kamaru doesn't change, then why should the results change?
I think Leon has to change.
He has to.
He was
getting fucking dominated. That's like
something has to change in this.
Bro, he was getting dominated. That was such a Hail Mary.
But either way, the moral of the story, Kamaru was winning. Leon pulled something out, and it worked, and now he's the champion. So that's why I want to see this third one, to see who's gonna make these.
I don't want to see it, but I still want to congratulate Leon Edwards because, I mean, nigga, you in history books. You the champion of the UFC. That shit
ain't
crazy.
never held the gold.
Right, shit. You just snapped, bro. So shout out to you.
So
moving along, now we'll be talking about
this upcoming fight night. The main event is Cyril Gane versus Bam Bam Tuivasa.
The UFC petty. This is a fight night.
Yeah.
Why UFC? Well, maybe they added something to UFC 279. Cause right now the only busting fight on 279 is the main event.
Yeah, the rest of the shit is not. It's okay.
Wow, damn! Cyril Gane and Ty couldn't get a pay-per-view.
Apparently not.
That's a title eliminator right there.
Damn. And then Bam Bam is tied. Tuivasa is a plus 450 underdog. I could see why.
I could see that, yeah.
I could definitely
but
see
if he catch that nigga, hey, you never know.
No cap.
Whitaker and Vittori. Wait, can I see the whole card right quick?
Yeah.
Pull that up, Jamie.
Mm-hmm.
On my oh shit.
Jordan. Who Jordan?
Christian Wood fighting this fast? He just fought like 3 weeks ago. Well, all right. So Charles, Air Jordan, and Christian Wood. I am fans of both guys, bro. I'm kind of sick that this is happening, but it needs to happen. It's a busting fight.
Who you going with though?
Charles Air Jordan is the favorite. I mean, he has more experience in the octagon. I can see why, but don't sleep on this man, Christian Wood.
He's not a severe underdog at all.
These are some little fast guys.
I fuck with that though.
It's kind of hard to tell how some of these fights can go. Like, we were so pumped for Alex Perez and Who's the guy he just fought? 2 flyweights. What's that guy name? He choked him out. He grabbed his back off rip.
Off the neck crank.
Right. The
Pantoja.
neck crank. Pantoja. We thought that was gonna be a fucking banger, which is, I mean, we had a right to think that. Like, them
That
niggas
shit was
dogs.
quick.
And that shit was quick. Cause
Quick as hell.
man, you gotta be. I think this is the most. This and bantamweight holistically is the most technical divisions because they're all quick. They're all fast. They all gotta get in range because they short. Like, my nigga. Like, you gotta be raw as hell.
That's
so,
just what it is, my boy.
I honestly wouldn't bet on this fight. I think it's a pick 'em. I think as fans we should just enjoy it. I can't even pick which one because they like
it's gonna be a brawl, to say the least, in the best way.
Yeah. Now these other people, you guys aren't gonna give a fuck about referral, so we're gonna skip to the co-main. We have Robert Whittaker and
Marvin Vettori. I don't really like Marvin Vettori, I'll be honest, but he's a very well-balanced fighter. I can honestly say that, but come on now, Robert Whittaker is Robert Whittaker. We all know what Rob do, and I'm gonna be honest. I'm picking Rob. I'm definitely gonna pick Rob in this one. I mean, Marvin is cool. Marvin, like I said, Marvin against a different opponent. Marvin, I would maybe be leaning more so towards him, but Robert Whittaker is one of the top contenders. He's been one of the top contenders, and it's stayed that way for a long time. I mean, Marvin came and he's had his couple title shots and whatnot. And both of these niggas have lost to Izzy, of course, but at the same time, I think Robert stands. He's higher or better than Marvin, in my opinion. So
I'm probably gonna piss people off. Probably gonna say something a bit controversial. And I'm gonna start off by saying that I'm a huge Robert Whittaker fan. Like, that's my, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, when I was first getting into UFC, I was watching his fights type shit. Him and Romero, like the nigga is good. I mean, what do you want me to say? The nigga, the striking is crazy, takedown defense is crazy. But here's my issue though. Vettori is the most durable middleweight besides Adesanya, I feel like, in my opinion. Maybe Yoel when he was fighting. Like, I'm talking about durability. Like, that man can eat some shots, bro. To the body too, and like still
keep going.
Like, man, I think obviously Rob has a striking advantage, but I know who's gonna be pressuring, and I know who's gonna be shooting, and his name is Marlon Vettori.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as the judges' criteria is what they are present day, I'm leaning towards Marvin Vettori winning. I know he's an underdog and all this other shit, but I would probably bet on Marvin Vettori. Unfortunately, it's fucked up. I know it's fucked up. I would want. See, but here's the thing. I'm not telling you what I would want Robert Whittaker to win. But when you
think
realistically, I think this style of Marvin Vettori can only be really negated with the length and the movement ability of Israel Adesanya. Somebody like that. Maybe this guy Alex Pieta too, because they're both lengthy kickboxers with good takedown defense, and they're heavy, long guys. Like,
you don't see that.
Some like I mean, look what he was doing to Paolo. I obviously know that Rob is more technical than Paolo.
For sure.
But, my God, still Paolo, he was walking through Paolo body shots, man.
Yeah, that's
y'all can't sleep. Like, I saw a poll on social media of who y'all had. 17% for Marvin Vettori. I don't think y'all watching MMA good enough, man. I think y'all are choosing with y'all hearts and not the stats and what they've shown us in the past. But that's just my opinion, of course. Don't beat me up too bad, you know what I'm saying? We'll see this Saturday night, I'll tell you that. I don't be wrong that much. All right, anyway, moving on.
To the main event, Cyril Gane versus Tuivasa. Now, let's...
This has the potential to be a banger or a very lopsided affair.
I'm giving it to Cyril.
I'm leaning towards a very lopsided affair. I mean, he's a minus 625 favorite.
I'm definitely giving it to Cyril.
So you think if Cyril wins,
they get another title shot?
Shot?
Who else is there?
Damn right, Tom got hurt. Curtis already got knocked out twice by the champ. Who else? I mean, it's some guys coming up, but they're not top 5.
They not there yet.
Fuck.
There's no contender.
This is the title eliminator. I mean, shit. I mean, they would give Todd. Oh man, I hate that the UFC for some fighters make they road a little tougher. Like, if I was matchmaking, I'm not gonna lie. After I seen Ty beat, get on this win streak in general with Ty's type of fighting. Like he just swang and bang, and he didn't beat all these niggas. That's what Francis did. Get in there in a title shot. After he knocked out Derek Lewis, I would have been like, title shot that nigga. As Sean Shell beat Dana White, you know, I would have just been like, hey man, we matching them niggas up. Fuck it. Now I understand. Maybe the reason why y'all did this is because it was a log jam and Francis had a torn ACL. I mean, I get it.
Yeah, Francis, isn't he still recovering?
Yeah, but I think he's gonna be ready by like the end of the year. I would have waited if I was Ty. I mean, you going up against a guy, man.
Cyril Gane, if he can beat Cyril Gane, though,
that's the most technical heavyweight we've ever seen still. Even though he lost to Francis, and I'm not gonna lie, he barely lost to Francis. He lost to Francis because of his own mistake. Had he not, what did he went for a submission or something? He had top position on Francis. Had he maintained top position until the end of that round, he'd be the champion. It was 2-2 going into that last round, in my opinion. And he had top position on the guy. So, I mean, all things point to a second beating between Francis and Cyril. I'm not paying for it.
Depends on the card. I say it
depends on the card. It doesn't always depend on the card for me though. That main event certain times, bro, you be like, damn.
Well, yeah.
Let me give y'all an example. Matter of fact, let's go to some pay-per-views that's coming up.
280's looking good.
Right. Think about 280.
279.
Y'all gonna pay for that shit. 280. How can you not pay for that? Even if it wasn't like as stacked as it is, we finally get to see somebody from Dagestan wrestle a fucking jiu-jitsu demon. Like, how many degree black belts is that guy? Like,
nigga will slide all over your body like a
snake. Right. That's some shit we never got to see what could be. So obviously we gonna tune into that. Like, come on. Adesanya Pieta. Obviously, nigga want to see that because he got knocked out twice by the guy and that in MMA. We ain't never seen Adesanya try to wrestle before, so he's gonna have to try to strike him, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just the storyline of that. Even though I think Pieta should have fought the winner of Victoria and Whitaker or something like that. One more fight. Because, I mean, Sean Strickland wasn't shit. I mean, no offense, Sean, but, I mean,
who was finna fight
he applied for jabs, man. I mean, he overwhelmed certain people, but you can't do that shit to the top 5 for real.
It don't work, bro.
All right, so I would have wanted him to fight somebody else. But it's whatever. Like, I would still pay for that off that type of storyline, you know? But anyways.
Yeah.
That is...
Yeah, I think that's about it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, everybody, it's good to see y'all as always, you know. Hope to see y'all in the future, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to JabStraight-MMA. Y'all stay safe. Drink y'all water, man.
Drink your water, bro.
This is
your water,
This is the magic elixir.
Stay hydrated, bro. I drank some water. The other morning, I felt like I was gonna die, bro. Drink almost a gallon a day, bro. I promise you, your life will change. So yeah, stay hydrated. Be true to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to be somebody you not. And one more thing. Watch out for this jab. Fuck. There it is. They saw it.